gremlins! I wasn't sure what video to make today, so I decided to let dice rolls decide what kind of character I should draw. Also, I now have physical dice, so enjoy some much more aesthetic dice rolls than a random website. Also, once again, the chart I'm using to create this character is linked in the description. Starting off, I'm rolling for the species of the main character. I rolled a 2, so I'll be drawing an orc. This will be interesting, I've never drawn an orc before. Next, I rolled for the orc's magic power. I got a 7, so the orc's power is strength. This actually fits really well, although I might struggle with drawing the muscles of a buff orc. The next trait is for the orc's animal companion. I rolled a 4, so the orc has a lizard. I'm liking how this character is turning out. The penultimate trait is the interesting trait of that lizard. Rolling a 14 makes this lizard have spines. Finally, I rolled for the orc's weapon. I rolled another 14, so the orc uses a hammer. I have to say, even though this was completely random, this character is very basic. An orc with strength who uses a hammer and has a pet lizard with spines. This doesn't feel like a randomly generated character. However, I do think it will be challenging, as I have never tried drawing an orc and struggle with drawing muscles. We shall see how this goes. I decided to create this character to look more like a Dungeons & Dragons character than an orc from The Lord of the Rings. I wanted this orc to be a good character, or at least neutral, and Tolkien's orcs are all evil. Also, I didn't want to make this character super grotesque. He does have small tusks and horns to show that he is clearly an orc, not a human. His unnaturally coloured skin also helps with that. One of his horns is broken, damaged in a previous adventure. I was also planning on giving him some scars on his arms, but completely forgot. Perhaps most of his injuries were bruises and broken bones, which don't leave physical marks when healed. I made this orc very broad, with long muscular arms that indicate his immense strength. He has a giant fighting hammer resting on one shoulder, and a small pet lizard with long spines on his other. I gave him a very simple, vaguely fantasy medieval outfit. His shirt has ripped off sleeves to show off his arms, and he has simple patched pants, a wide belt, and practical boots. I also gave him fingerless gloves to help him wield his hammer, and studded wrist cuffs for intimidation. He also has some jewelry, a fang earring and some ear cuffs, and a key necklace I'll talk about a little later in the video. The story I made up as I drew this orc is that he is an adventurer/mercenary for hire in a fantasy world. He is big and friendly and likes protecting people and fighting monsters. Currently, he's in a dungeon, with the paid task of guarding the treasure. There is a key around his neck that opens the chest behind him. The treasure is meant for those who are worthy, those who prove themselves. Adventurers must engage this orc in non-lethal combat and will earn the key if they defeat him. While the orc is quite friendly, he is a formidable fighter. Being an adventurer for hire can be a lonely business. However, this orc isn't alone. He has a lizard companion who is always by his side. Compared with the orc's neutral clothing and muted green skin, the lizard is vibrant, purple and emerald in color. The orc probably baby talks to the lizard when he thinks no one can hear him, which could prove hilarious if a challenger approaches him at that time. The background dungeon is fairly simple, with a blazing torch, a chest of treasure, and an ominous skull. The wall and floor are dark grey stone. I had fun drawing the torch in particular. Fire is not something I'm great at drawing, but I think I did really well in this image. The fire adds a warm glow to this image, and I've added its light on the orc and lizard, highlighting the orc's face and torso among the shadows of the dungeon. I had a lot of fun with this image. I went into it with some apprehension of how well I could draw a muscular orc, but I think I did really well, and I did not struggle nearly as much as I thought I would. It probably helps that I aim for stylized, not anatomically correct, when it comes to muscles specifically. I think my favourite bits of this image are the orc's smiling face, his brightly coloured lizard, the giant hammer, and the torch in the background. I hope you enjoyed this video, brought to you by a new set of dice and a person who has no idea what to draw this week. If you liked it, please consider liking and subscribing. Until next time, bye!